Trump is pissed. He is so mad. Did you guys think I was joking earlier when I said that Trump was raging about this picture from Time magazine?
He looks terrible. But when has he ever looked good? You know what I mean?
That wispy hair, that see-through hair, that cotton candy when it falls in some water hair, that interstellar beard hair, that classroom projector sheet hair, saran wrap looking ass hair, that Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan fade away at the top of the key hair, that fishbowl hair, peekaboo looking ass hair, wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man in the wind looking ass hair.
Donald Trump and his wig are unhappy with the photo selection on his latest Time magazine cover.
Did y'all see what Dookie Booty had to say about Time magazine putting his coochie all on the cover?
Guys, I told you to stop sharing this picture. I told you guys to stop engaging with this. As a matter of fact, I need to take this down. Trump is pissed. He is so mad. Did you guys think I was joking earlier when I said that Trump was raging about this picture from Time magazine? There's no jokes, no lies. Trump is completely pissed, calling out Time magazine, saying that the article was good, but they actually used the worst of all time picture of him, said that they made his hair look like it was disappearing, and he also said it made it look like it was just floating on top of his head. He blamed the actual angles, and he said that they had to be called out because that's not him. So guys, we absolutely have to stop. We have to stop showing that Time magazine picture. We absolutely have to stop showing close-up of the Time magazine picture. What are we doing? The very last thing that we need to do is like, comment, share, favorite, post this video everywhere because Donald Trump does not want people to see that picture. You said what picture? That picture. Donald Trump does not want people seeing this picture. It's pissing him off. And guys, you engaging in this video and making this video go viral is only going to piss Trump off. Stop it. You guys, stop it.
Did y'all see what Dookie Booty had to say about Time magazine putting his coochie all on the cover? He said,
Time magazine wrote a relatively good story about me, but the picture may be the worst of all time. They disappeared my hair and then had something floating on top of my head that looked like a floating crown, but an extremely small one. Really weird. I never like taking pictures from underneath angles, but this is a super bad picture and deserves to be called out. What are they doing and why?
now why would they plaster Dookie's labias all over the goddamn magazine like that? Time, what is wrong with y'all? Now, I know what y'all was doing, Time. I know what y'all was doing. Y'all know that man can't stand a bad picture. Y'all know it. And y'all wanted to fuck with his head. So I appreciate you, Time magazine. Y'all did y'all big one. But that is indecent exposure. And I may have to sue y'all for the trauma I've endured from seeing this. Cover it up. Put some panties on it. Put some panties on his neck next time y'all want to do an angle like this. Because this is disturbing. This is truly disturbing to the American people. Y'all just made things worse for Americans posting this goddamn picture, exposing Dookie's coochie to everybody. And somebody tell Dookie that that is not a tiny crown above his head. That is a part of the letter M in Time magazine.
Donald Trump and his wig are unhappy with the photo selection on his latest Time magazine cover, claiming that they took away his hair and that they shot him from his worst angle. He says, Time magazine wrote a relatively good story about me, but the picture may be one of the worst of all time. They disappeared my hair and then had something floating on top of my head that looked like a floating crown, but an extremely small one. Really weird. I never like taking pictures from underneath angles, but this is a super bad picture and deserves to be called out. Why are they doing that? Why? For as long as I've been alive, Trump's hair has been fried, dyed, and laid to the side, very thin. Even though it's a unit or a wig, it's always been bad. I've seen Trump since I was a child in New York on TV. So this is not something Time magazine did, Trump. This is your hair. And since you're so rich, why don't you just get you need a good black lady named Sharonda or something to lay your hair. This sounds like a teenage girl who's pissed that her friend put up a picture that she looked good in only on Instagram and everybody else in the group looked back. Donnie, my boy, your hair has been disappearing since I was in 6th grade. I have seen you on TV in New York since I was in 6th grade. You've never had hair. You got a new wig right now, but the wig is still bad. Still bad. Welcome to America.
Thank you. Now go to sleep, wig. Okay, I am fresh out the ER, ready to cause hell again. Okay, Time Magazine prepared to be sued. Because I'm sure he didn't sign off on this angle right here. Okay, this is given when the Florida orange juice is freshly squeezed, never pasteurized. As I'm gazing with my astigmatism, I am seeing that once they unbuckle this tie and the top button to that motherfucking suit, I'm pretty sure that neck is gonna spill on the floor. I'm pretty sure. This is definitely what a physical representation of looks like. As I'm staring deeply at the dying veins in the neck, this is definitely how long I want my savings to stretch, right here. Oh, let me jump up to the top of the page. I had no idea you had hair up here. Okay, I thought you was just all a chrome dome. I didn't know there was a breezeway of hair right here. Okay, we see you. The few layers of whiskers is still holding on for dear life. We see it. Yeah, Time Magazine, I would count your motherfucking days. I wouldn't be surprised if ICE ends up at your doorstep because I'm sure this was not signed upon. Got this motherfucker standing here looking like he swallowed his last words.
Time Magazine is messy boots. They don't really broadcast every feature of Trump that he is insecure about. All right, I'm done. Also, that perfectly intact, no scar having ass ear that got shot. What else? Oh, that rooster neck, that looking ass neck, that fussy looking ass neck, that scrotal hairless cat looking ass neck. Like, the angle was too perfect. It was too deliberate. You can bet money they did this on purpose. And you can bet money also that moldy tangerine gonna be pissed.
So ever since I saw this picture, I've wanted to discuss it. Besides this picture being incredibly unflattering, and it seems like private, his neck noonie is obviously on full display, and that's what a lot of people have been talking about. Of course, he made a big deal about the picture, so even more people are talking about it. And he looks terrible, but when has he ever looked good? You know what I mean? So this isn't really the scariest aspect of this picture, so I'm just gonna cover his noonie. Let's talk about the words on the page. Mind you, this is Time Magazine. Time Magazine is, Time Magazine is one of those magazines that has an incredible archive. It is one of those magazines. My grandpa got me a subscription to Time Magazine while I was in college. Unfortunately, all of the things that I saved, all the copies that I saved are burnt up now. But he had a subscription to Time Magazine while he was in college, so he got me one while I was in college. And the people need to understand, like, that Time Magazine covers, the things that Time Magazine talks about are it's an incredibly prestigious magazine. I'll just say that. So to have Donald Trump be the cover of it and then have these words be right here freaks me out, because we're getting to a level of hypernormalization where, like, truth no longer is truth anymore. So let's read the words. His triumph. The leader Israel needed. How Gaza heals. Okay, these are all the different articles that are going to be discussed in this specific Time Magazine article. This is what I was kind of talking about in regards to the ceasefire. Because I've annoyingly been seeing a lot of videos of people like, aren't you guys happy now? Like, the ceasefire happened. And again, showing that there is a very, very elementary level of politic, of history, of understanding who the opponent is in this situation. There's nothing to be happy about. Not only is the destruction so severe in Gaza that they're saying it will take until 2050 to clear all the rubble, not only is the death toll so high that they're saying, a lot of experts are saying upwards of 600,000 people have died by this bombardment. So is it a win-win? No. Who has the leverage in the situation when it came to negotiating? Not the Palestinians. So this deal is already smelling funky, especially considering that that country has already targeted and unalived people since the ceasefire ended. But also Jared Kushner is over there skulking, looking at the property in the area. And I think that there are talks of developments coming that are, again, not centering the Palestinians healing or what would work best for them. But these being the words that are associated with this man. Again, I beg you to understand the concept of controlled opposition and how much the Democratic Party has tainted their imagery for decades to come. They will never live this down. And every Democratic politician going on different podcasts screaming about how what's APAC? I don't even know. Gavin Newsom just did an interview where he was with Van Jones, and he was like, I mean, I haven't been asked about APAC. It seems interesting that you're asking me about APAC right now. We had Cory Booker talking about APAC and people pressing him about APAC, and they're still defending taking donations from APAC while the genocide really started and ramped up under their administration. They're still trying to hold a no responsibility while also justifying taking hundreds of thousands of dollars from APAC. And then we have these things that are being associated with the administration that are supposedly fascist. Like, obviously they are fascist, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the optics of the situation look horrible. It's the same optics that happened with the TikTok ban, just being caught up with their pants down every single time. And you have to start wondering, are you okay? Or is this what you wanted? As I've said before, it's completely fine and normal when we see these two sides of the same coin disagree publicly. It is incredibly chilling and scary when they agree publicly. And so those are the points that we as the people need to start looking under the surface about. But again, of course, people are talking about the neck noonie instead of the words that are right next to him that are scary. As I said before, and it remains the same, I definitely feel like this moment should be dominated by Palestinian people and how they feel and the complexities of moving forward from this moment, if that's possible, and what they hope to see. I do stand by the fact that I do think I will see a free Palestine in my lifetime, just because of all the negativity that's come Israel's way based on what we've been seeing them do for the past 2 years. That being said, I'm annoyed with everybody, and I'm nervous about how this is being framed by Time magazine, no less. Yeah, but the neck noonie's funny. Anyway.